Welcome into Extra Time. We've got Stevie, we've got Craig, we've got Natham, we've got Frank. What an absolute full house. And I've got plenty of questions. First question.
I'm not sure we can do this.
Do what?
Maybe we need a sports scientist to tell us if we're able to do it.
Pamper you a bit more?
Yeah.
Well, it was when we started doing it was a lot easier. It's getting more physical sitting here for longer.
The show's just changed.
Yeah.
It used to be half an hour now it's grown arms and legs.
Now it's 1 hour.
And the fatigue level.
7 days a week.
We need some of those, what do you call it, eagle lights? What are they called when they suck all that stuff to give them energy?
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
You say eagle lights.
Oh, I didn't know. I had a guess at it. We need electrolytes. That's what we need during the show.
Rotation.
Yeah.
Rotation. Well, there's rotation. Are you up?
Get Shaq back.
Shaka did a double shift yesterday. He can't take much more.
We can do a half shift today. I can go out and he can come in. And like I could come back in at extra time. And then we're not overloading.
But then that messes with the chemistry that we have so well.
What chemistry?
On that note, first question is for Natham. Natham, does it matter that City are becoming Haaland dependent, or as long as they're winning, considering how badly last season was, is the only important thing for them right now? I don't think they're Haaland dependent anymore.
I think for some of the attacking, I think for some of the attacking talent that they have, you know, with Doku, Savinho's, Shirky's, looking at Foden's, and even like Oscar Bob's as well, if they're not scoring goals, I think those players themselves will be disappointed, and rightly so. But if they're ultimately winning games of football, then for me personally, I don't really care, and I think deep down the manager probably doesn't care as well, because one thing it means is that they'll be assisting Haaland, they'll be creative and so on, but I think ultimately winning games of football is the key, and if they could win every game of football 1-0 from now to the end of the season, I'm pretty sure they'd take that, even if, say, your winger doesn't score, so I'm not too bothered.
All right, there's your answer. Next question is for the defenders, and boy, do we have plenty on this panel today. How long does it take to forget an own goal? Stevie?
Generally depends how experienced you are. If you're a kid,
Oh, it haunts you for a bit.
well, you know, when you've got a certain amount of games behind you and it happens, then you just go, okay, it's happened. Can't do anything about it now. The only thing that matters is the next thing I do. So it really depends on where you are in your career. I'd suggest probably a young defender takes a little bit longer to get over. And again, it's an individual thing as well. Some guys, you know, some defenders have just pretty blank between the ears, and so it doesn't really bother them. But so yeah, I would say it depends more on how experienced you are and where you are in your career, how quickly you get over it.
Frank, what about you?
I would say a night, and the day after it's another day. But it's like, you know, missing a big chance. It's the same for me, or a good pass. For me, it was I was thinking about it, you know, all night long. But the day after, you know, was going to the training session and it was forgotten because I had to think about the next game. But it wasn't a trauma. No, it's part of our job. It can happen. We can make mistakes. And again, you know, that's something that has to be part of our job and the risk of our job. So you have to accept it. And when it happens, you're not happy, but you have to go through the process of healing from there.
Oh, process of healing. Natham's had to do a lot of healing. Natham, how long did it take you to forget own goals? Natham knows I love him.
Where's that come from? Yeah, anyway, I think I'm the same as Frank. So as far as football goes, I play in a game, and then that game will exist in my mind until we go next time I kick a ball. So that will be the next training session, and then from there, you just on to the next thing. And thankfully, I think I scored maybe like 2, possibly 3 own goals, and I don't remember 2 of them. Because essentially, you know, they're just things that just happen sometimes. If you're a player, for example, that, you know, tries to make a back pass and put it into your own net, the next time you try and make a back pass, maybe it exists in your mind. But when it's just an unfortunate own goal, as Frank said, it's just a part of the game and you can just move on from it pretty quickly, to be honest.
All right, look at that. Everyone's so healed, not holding on to any baggage like I do. Next question. Does Micky van der Ven resemble any centre-backs you've played with or against?
No.
That was simple.
No.
I've missed Craig.
For me, in terms of physique and defending, I would say Daniel van Buiten that I play with at Marseille. Who after played for Bayern Munich and won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. Great fella from Belgium. But in terms of pace, being so tall and so fast, I don't remember anybody like him. That's absolutely insane.
So Van Buiten's not like him then?
In terms of pace,
Defensively, yeah.
I played against him.
Des what you play against Des?
Yep.
In terms of pace, maybe Des.
Yeah, but,
Des was quick.
but Des didn't have his composure going forward on the left foot on the ball. So the answer's no again.
Pace wise.
Nedum?
Oh
Reckon
my
no.
God.
No, I can't think of anyone, to be honest. Because we're talking about somebody who's potentially fastest in the league, and he's left-footed, and he's got the size. Like, I get Frank's comparison with Daniel Van Buiten because he came to City for a little bit on loan, and I do see that now that he said it. So, but ultimately, he's a unicorn. I think that's a big reason why he's such an important player for Spurs.
All right, there you have it, Micky van der Ven.
He knocked us
One
out
of a kind.
he knocked us out of the Euros qualifiers.
Oh.
Van Buiten.
Oh, he's why you're resentful.
Not Van de Ven.
He said he's very
I'm not resentful. I'm not resentful because he didn't.
He's done healing.
I just had to sit and listen to the answers that were incorrect.
Fair. So let's go to the next
Oh my
one.
God.
This next one's for Nedum. Nedum, Stevie says Sunderland have no chance to qualify for Europe this season. Are you willing to rep Black Cat Nation and make a wager with him on that? Ooh, Nedum's got a lot of money, so Nedum, come on. Throw something out there. Stevie's a betting man.
What's the least amount of money we can bet? What's the least amount of money we can bet, and let's do that.
Well, how far will it go down?
Just so
7?
we can feel good about it.
7 places, something like that. 8, maybe 8
Yeah.
places. 5 Champions League. 7 places.
Yeah.
Is it to... Oh, for Europe at all?
Even
Oh,
8.
okay.
Even 8 possible.
What, you mean you don't think it's a Champions
if somebody
League?
wins if somebody
That's where
wins
my
the
mind
FA
is.
Cup or win the Champions League, that they can go until 8.
Stevie, what's the minimum Nedum's
Yeah, I'll
allowed to
take
put
that.
on the line?
I think I've got a bet with Shaka, innit?
On this as well?
No, on something I can't
On
remember.
Newcastle.
I've had that many bets, I can't even remember the ones I've got.
Well, we need a fresh
don't
one
need
now with
another one.
Nedum. You could be cashing in.
Nedum's not going to bet me on that.
Nedum will, he's
I
ready.
could be.
He said that what's the least
Yeah,
he can
let's
put
do
in?
it, Stevie. Let's do it. I'll give you a
20?
single dollar.
It's just lose.
20
So much
US
qualify for
dollars?
Europe next season. No.
No, $20 US? Too low for you? How about 50?
No point then.
No
point then.
No, $1 single US dollar. Thank you very much.
Oh, I think your bet with Shaka is whether Hugo Ekitike will score more than Joao Pedro.
Right. I remember it now. Yeah. No, Nedum's not going to bet. Sunderland ain't going in
Oh,
Europe.
Nedum, they don't think you're up for it.
Sunderland ain't getting in Europe.
It's this new pampered
that.
generation of players. But it's important to note, though, Nedum, that Stevie, if he has to pay up, he pays in coins.
I wouldn't need to pay up on this one.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. You can still take coin to the bank. I know that's right. So, okay, so we're not betting?
No, we're moving on.
Okay, we're moving
Okay,
on.
not good. Next
I'll
year.
take it.
Well, we're trying to move on, at least. I mean, unless we want to
Yeah.
just waffle
Try.
more. I don't know.
All right, we'll just move on.
Yeah, I think that's helpful.
Okay. Next question. Which side, Liverpool or City, need the win more this weekend? Slot said City Liverpool is similar to El Clasico. Is he right? And which rivalry as a player would you always turn on to watch now as a pundit? Wow, that's like 3 questions in one, James. He went for it.
Well, A, it's not like a classical. That's nonsense.
Aye.
B, they both need it, really. And what's the last bit?
Which rivalry as a player would you always turn on to watch
What do you mean rivalry?
now as a pundit? I suppose either...
No, he's going to say no.
Yeah. Clubs, like an El Clasico, the Clasico, Merseyside Derby, which one would you always turn on to watch? You wouldn't miss.
You want to get up for any of them, wouldn't
Well, I don't
you?
understand.
Would you get up at 7:30 to watch any of them?
What?
Any of those games?
Oh, come on, like Tottenham.
It's because
Tottenham,
Arne Slot said that he
Arsenal.
would always.
But that's
tune
it's
into
asking
City
what
Liverpool.
which game you played in as a player. Rivalry, no? I don't understand.
Well, Nedum,
As a former player, whatever.
As a pundit, I would always watch the Clásicos. I've watched the Clásicos from when I was a player, and I'm still going
Yeah.
to watch them for the rest of my life. Even without Messi and Ronaldo, that's still one of the biggest games in world football, if not the biggest. So that's the one for me. And then outside of that, Premier League based, I actually quite enjoy watching United versus Liverpool. And I think that is essentially like the showpiece game for the Premier League as well. So I'd probably say they're my two games.
And which of the two, City or Liverpool, do you think needed the most this weekend? Craig said both.
To be honest, I'd probably have to lean into the City bias because Frank made a good point earlier that for as much as this game is really important for both, City are at home. So this is their advantage, and if they're to play, and when they play Liverpool again later in the season, City's record at Anfield is pathetic to say the very least. So if you want to take some points away from somebody who could potentially win a title, that's got to be this weekend.
Probably got to go with Scotland, England. Even though right now you're scared to watch it. That would be the game I would.
Scotland are on the up.
How did you figure that out?
I tried. I'm just trying to buoy
We
you.
did watch those as kids, though, didn't we? Scotland, England.
Aye.
We did watch those
Yeah.
as kids.
Aye, always. No,
But I wouldn't get out of bed to watch it now, to be honest with you. Well, if I was working, I would, obviously, because I'd have to watch it because I was working. But I love watching the Classical. I just think that's a great game. It's usually a great game. But yeah, that's all, really.
All right, well, that's it.
I thought you'd almost come alive for a minute.
I
there,
know,
but
he
no.
did come alive.
No, nearly.
Getting slightly
It's so
sentimental.
close.
I was loving that.
not really.
Close.
A softer Craig.
If I can have a word on that,
You may, Frank.
for me, the best derby ever to watch, and in only one way, it's Boca Junior against River Plate.
Never seen
wow.
one in my
I
life.
love the atmosphere, the craziness. I love that.
Yeah. Well, good. You go and love
That's
it.
good old South American football.
I've managed to manage 50 odd years without watching that game, so I'm okay
Andy's
with that.
back. Andy's back. We saw a little soft part when he was talking about being a kid watching Scotland, England.
Not really, no.
Slightly. There was a slight glimmer, wasn't it? When you looked at Stevie.
Sorry?
All right, that's it for Extra Time, everyone. Make sure to tune into our show tomorrow where we look back at all of the action from the Bundesliga to La Liga and, of course, the Premier League.